Hi, my name is Jasmine Shearer, and I'm currently serving as the digital media intern for the Veterans Health Administration. One of my key responsibilities is learning how to use govDelivery effectively so I can confidently support and train others. In this video, I'll give a brief overview of what govDelivery is, how VHA uses it, and walk you through the steps to create a template for sending bulletins to VHA subscribers. So before diving into what govDelivery is, it's important to understand the value of email marketing and why it plays a crucial role in effective communication. Email marketing is a powerful tool that allows for direct outreach to targeted audiences, ensuring your message reaches the right people. When done well, it can lead to high levels of engagement through click-throughs, responses, or specific actions. It's also cost-effective compared to traditional marketing methods, offering a measurable return on investment. Additionally, consistent and informative email content helps build trust and credibility, which is especially important in government communications. Platforms like govDelivery enhance this by providing data insights and analytics that allow users to refine their strategies and improve overall outcomes. So, what is govDelivery? govDelivery is a digital communication platform developed by Grantius and is specifically designed for government agencies and public sector organizations. It enables users to distribute messages across multiple channels, including email, SMS, and social media, all from a single cloud-based system. As a subscription-based platform, govDelivery allows audiences to choose the topics they're interested in and how they prefer to receive updates, making communication more personalized and effective. Within the Veterans Health Administration, govDelivery is used to create and send bulletins to targeted email subscriber lists. So for the logon process, your mentor will create a topic administrator account for you, and you will receive a welcome email from Grantius with the instructions for logging in and setting your password. It is important to click the link in the email you choose, and it is important to click the link in the email and choose your password within 24 hours of receiving it. If the link doesn't work, call 1-800-314-0147 to unlock your account. Be sure to only click the reset link once, as multiple reset requests can jam the system. Additionally, please add a cell phone number to your account. This will be used for two-part verification, and a code will be sent to that number each time you sign in. So, what are bulletins on govDelivery? The word bulletins is used to refer to the messages you send using govDelivery. You can send email-only bulletins, or you can accompany emails with the text messages or to wireless subscribers, and also post to social media channels. Topic administrators most commonly send bulletins, though group and account administrators can do so as well. So there are three types of bulletins you can make on govDelivery. The first one is a regular bulletin, which is designed for quick and simple communications. It offers basic formatting options like adding text, images, and links. It's ideal for standard announcements, updates, or newsletters. Then there's Advanced Bulletin. An advanced bulletin provides more flexibility and customization. It allows the use of custom templates in HTML, supports enhanced branding and layout options, and allows for a more visually engaging communication. Lastly, there is Bulletin from Code. This is more for hardcore HTML users who prefer designing their emails with a different application or directly from code. While Bulletin from Code allows those users to paste their code directly into govDelivery without changing it in any way, it also bypasses the tools and abilities that govDelivery bulletin pages offer administrators. So today you'll be learning how to create an advanced bulletin, but before we do so, we're going to create an advanced bulletin template. With these templates, designers can create visually interesting and branded templates, which can be used by anyone in VHA when sending a bulletin. This allows authors and content creators to focus on the subject matter of your emails. And not only can templates increase the efficiency of your communication, they also encourage a consistent look and feel for your bulletins. By creating bulletins with consistent branding and design, you can boost your subscribers' recognition and trust of your communications. So first, we're going to start by clicking the Templates tab on the left and creating a custom template. Next, it'll take you to the screen where you will begin, where you will be given the option to create a flexible template. A flexible template is the preferred method for creating new bulletin templates. They offer a quick turnaround time for creating responsive, eye-catching bulletins with no coding knowledge required. It offers default styling options and the ability to lock sections from editing, which ensures a uniform appearance for your bulletin. So now let's switch over to govDelivery and get started on building our custom template for an advanced bulletin. So now that we're at the point where we can create a flexible template, we're going to click this button right here that says Create Flexible Template. So what you see right here is our template, and at the bottom is the standard footer that is automatically included in all VHA emails. And on the right here, you'll see the template name where you can change the name of the template. I'm going to name mine Jasmine's Bulletin. You'll also find a collection of features and elements that you can add and edit into your template. And in the center right here, sections, you can click and drag them onto the template. Some are single content blocks, like the one my cursor's on right now. And then others are divided into separate areas that are ideal for splitting text or creating two-column layouts. I'll start by adding this block at the top, and just dragging it into the template. Next, you can go to the Content tab that is to the left of the sections, and you can add any of these elements: heading, text, image and text, table of contents, section divider, or button. Buttons can be used to embed a link that could take your subscribers to a new website if you wish. But I'm going to begin by adding a design or a logo at the top. So I'm going to go to content and then select image and put that in at the top. And I'm going to tap on it, and then I'm going to click choose and upload. And I'm going to upload an image from my device, specifically a logo I made on Canva. So I'll choose file. And upload the logo I made, and then I will give it a name, a clear, recognizable name to make it easy to find later. So I'm just going to name it Jasmine's logo. And then I'm going to click the upload image button. And here is my logo. And after adding it, I can edit the image with these functions at the bottom. Right here, I can click and I can insert a link, but I'm not going to do that today. I could also lock its position. I could make it a placeholder for something else. I could zoom in or make it bigger. And then I could also make it smaller. I could also click these right here to change the adjustment. I'm going to click the middle one right here just so it aligns better with the rest of my newsletter. So now I'm going to add another section to our template. And I'm going to add the same block as before. I'm just going to add it under the logo. And I'm going to add a text this time. And I'm going to make this section the title. And I'll just type in title right here. To make it stand out better, I'm going to highlight it. And then I'm going to go to this drop-down menu. Right now it says paragraph. And paragraph is the smallest type of text that govDelivery offers in the template. And I'm going to click the drop-down menu and change it to header 1. See, now it is bigger and a lot better to see. And then now I'm going to add another section and put it under the title. But this time I'm going to use the image and text content block. Since this is just a template, I'm not going to upload an image right now. I'll just leave that section open so I can easily add images later when the template is used for a bulletin. But to start my text for my newsletter, I'm going to give it a heading. So I'll just put heading right here, and then I'll highlight it and go to the drop-down menu and change it to header 2. And I'm going to press enter, and this will be my paragraph text. And as you can see, it automatically went to paragraph, but if I wanted to make it bigger, I could adjust it with this element as well. And also I could mess with these buttons at the bottom if I wanted to, and I can switch the organization if I want the image on this side, or I could switch it back. I'm just going to keep it there for now. And then this button right here, you can click it. Right now it doesn't really do anything because I don't have an image and I don't have my text yet, but this button right here will allow your text to wrap around the image. And you could also hit this button at the bottom to make it smaller or bigger. I like this size, so I'll leave it there, but I could also change it later in my bulletin. So now that I added my sections with text and the image, I'm thinking it looks a little plain so far, so I'm going to spice it up using the Themes tab here on the right. Right now it says selected theme is default, and the default theme is just the white background and then the basic font. There's not really much going on here, but I kind of want to make it look a little better. So I'm going to go to customize theme and click this button right here. So right now it says here's the body tab, which indicates the entirety of our newsletter template so far. In this tab, we can edit the background of the whole template. I'm going to change the color to kind of match the blue on my logo. So I'll click this button right here, and then I'll scroll up to the blue and kind of just change it a little bit. And just fiddle around with it so it can match the blue on my logo a little bit better. That looks pretty close, so I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to press OK. And then further down on the Themes tab, we can edit the rows and the columns of the template. The rows indicate the sections that are currently in our template. This image section at the top is row 1. The title section that we added is row 2. And then this section at the bottom with the wrapping text and the image is row 3. And to edit these rows and columns, you can either go to the default tabs here on the right for a more unified look that will be applied to all rows and columns, or you can, if you want to have separate styles, you can edit the rows and columns directly in these row 1, row 2, row 3 tabs. So me personally, I want all of my text to have a cohesive look, so I'm going to edit them in the row and column default tabs. So in the row default tab, we can edit the background color of all sections. or add a background image. I'm going to try and match it to this cream color that is in my logo. So I'm going to select it here. Just have to fiddle around with it just to get it as close as I can. I'm not the best color matcher, but I'm gonna try and get it. Okay, this is just as good as it's gonna get for now. So, but if I wanted to, I can get it a little closer later on, but I'm just gonna stick with this one right now. And then, as you can see, it applied this color to all of my rows. So it gives it a little bit more of a unified look. And then to edit the text, I'm going into the column defaults tab right here. So right here it says paragraph text. And this indicates all of the text in our template that is written in the paragraph text format. So this one down here, it's the smallest one. So if we edit this paragraph text, this one is going to change. And then the same applies for H1, H2, and H3. H1 stands for header 1. So this section right here would be edited. And then H2 stands for this one because we use the H2 format, header 2. And in H3, we do not have in our template right now, but if we added it, this section is where we can change the font and color there. And then we could also change a button, the elements of the button, or section divider if we added those as well. So I want to change the font of my text. So I'm going to go into the paragraph text, H1 and H2 sections to change the font. So as you can see, it has the current font, the current font size for the paragraph text. And I'm going to change it. I like the font Georgia. So I'm just going to change it to that. And as you can see right here, the paragraph text changed. And I'm also going to change the color to kind of match this blue in my logo. So I'm going to scroll up like the color and try and like find a color a little bit similar. I like that color, so I'm gonna keep it at that. I'm gonna use, and as you can see, it says this code right here for this color blue, and I'm gonna remember that and apply it to H1 and H2 so it can match the other text as well. So I'm gonna go down to H1 and then type in that color combination into this section right here. And then I'm going to change the font to Georgia as well. And then there's also the text alignment feature, and you can change it to the center. So my title will always be at the center. And I like how it looks right there. It's kind of symmetrical. And then H2, I'm going to change the color there as well. And then change the font also. And then as you can see, all the text looks similar and more cohesive. So now if I go back to sections and I add another section anywhere on here and then add text, it's going to match the theme of the rest of our template because we edit it in the row and column defaults tab. But I don't want this text box here, so I'm just going to delete it. So that's it. You've now created a clean and customized template with your logo. text sections, images, and theme styling. From here, you can continue adding new content blocks, adjusting the layout, and refining your design as needed. But remember to save your template when completed. So now that you've created your template, you can go back to the Bulletin tab and create your newsletter. So we're going to click Create Advanced Bulletin here in the middle. It now gives you an option of options of the templates you can use. And at the top is recently used templates on govDelivery, and at the bottom is account templates. So all the templates that I've accessed on my account are right here. And I'm going to use the one that I just made. Press use this template. And now you can edit the text directly into the newsletter and add in any images. Since this is just practice, I'm going to keep the text out it is. But you can, to move forward, you can preview your newsletter by pressing Bulletin Preview right up here in the top right, and it'll show you what your newsletter looks like to recipients. And then you could also send a test newsletter to yourself and any other people you want to send it to by clicking the Send Test button. And as you can see, my email pops up here. And if I want to test it out with anyone else, I can type their email right here and then press Send at the bottom. And then the next step is to press Save and Next. Oh, but also make sure to add a subject right here. And then now the next step is to review your audience. I'll start by selecting this drop-down menu and clicking all topic subscribers. Since I am an intern with limited access, I've been assigned to a test topic, so my recipient list only includes 3 people. That's what this 3 indicates right here. And then if I wanted to, I can click this button right here that says View Recipients to see exactly who will receive this newsletter. And then this preview will display up to 250 recipients. As you can see, I only have 3. But if you have fewer than 250 people on your subscriber list, all of them will appear in this box right here. And if it exceeds 250, you can exit here and click Export Recipients right here, and it will download into a CSV file. And then if you keep scrolling down, you can edit the message visibility to be public or private. When you set a bulletin's message visibility to private, social media and RSS options are disabled. Your only options are email and SMS if it's been set up for your account. And then when the message visibility is set to public, social media and RSS options are enabled. You can choose which bulletin channels you want to publish your content. And then if we scroll further down, you can see featured images in the newsletter. If I wanted a featured image, I can just choose one from my device or choose one from that's already in govDelivery. And then there's also options to publish this newsletter to Facebook and Twitter. And then lastly, we'll scroll back up, click Save and Next, and then it'll take us to the Review and Send section. You can either send it now or schedule a send time, but before I can send mine, I'll need to add a subject. And then you can also edit your audience if you want to, and then edit a subject. And then here at the bottom, govDelivery gives you an option to receive a detailed bulletin report. The bulletin detail report gives you a detailed analysis for a single bulletin, highlighting the speed of delivery, channels used, link activity, and much more. You can always access this report by clicking on the Details tab from the Bulletin Analytics report. You can also quickly view the information about individual bulletins from the Sent Bulletins tab. Just simply click on the Sent tab under Bulletins and then click on View Report link to the right of any bulletin to be taken directly to the report for that bulletin. So that wraps up this tutorial on using govDelivery to create and send bulletins within the Veterans Health Administration. Today, we covered the importance of email marketing, explored how govDelivery supports government communication, and walked through the process of building a customized advanced bulletin template from scratch. You also learned how to populate your template with content, adjust setting designs, review your recipient list, and finalize your bulletin for sending. With this knowledge, you'll be better equipped to create professional, branded communications that effectively engage your audience. Thank you for watching, and I hope you feel more confident navigating and using govDelivery.